Sometimes you have to blame the people who are actually wrong. Am I wrong for not punishing my son for cursing at his younger cousins? I, a 45-year-old woman, have a 17-year-old son, Michael. Last weekend, we were at a family gathering and things got a little tense. My sister's kids, Emma, who is 12, and Jake, who is 10, have always been the type to push boundaries. They're energetic, and while they can be sweet, they tend to get overbearing, especially when it comes to Michael. During the party, Michael was minding his own business, sitting on the couch, when Emma and Jake started poking, tickling, and prodding him. They thought it was funny, but Michael was clearly uncomfortable. He asked them, politely at first, to stop. He told them multiple times to knock it off, but they just wouldn't listen. I was in the kitchen when this started, so I didn't see it right away. Eventually, Michael had enough and snapped, yelling, "Get the fuck away from me!" Afterward, my mother and my sister pulled me aside and told me they hoped I was going to adequately punish Michael for his outburst. They were upset that he used foul language in front of the younger kids, claiming he should know better since he's older and should be setting a good example. But honestly, if anything, I wanted to take him out for ice cream. This wasn't an isolated incident. Emma and Jake have always been over the top with Michael, and this is just the latest example of them pushing his buttons. Here are 3 other times they crossed a line. Last Christmas, they decided it would be hilarious to throw snowballs at Michael while he was inside the house, relaxing by the window. They kept pelting the glass, even after he asked them to stop. Michael finally told them to cut it out, but they just laughed and kept going. My sister brushed it off as kids being kids. At a summer barbecue, they sprayed him with water guns when he wasn't in the mood. He was sitting outside, enjoying the sun, and they ran up, doused him, and kept laughing about it. He told them off that time too, and again, no one stepped in to stop them. During a family game night, they thought it would be funny to gang up on him in every round, ruining the experience for everyone. They kept sabotaging him and ignored all his attempts to ask them to play fairly. Their parents laughed it off and did nothing to rein them in. Every time these incidents happened, I tried to intervene. But it's clear their parents have no intention of disciplining them. I've always been big on teaching Michael about body autonomy and respecting other people's personal space. I don't believe in forcing kids to endure behavior that makes them uncomfortable, and that includes being physically harassed, even if it's by family. Just because someone's younger or a relative doesn't mean they're entitled to disrespect another person's boundaries. Michael tried asking nicely, multiple times, but they didn't listen, and I don't blame him for snapping. If anything, I think he showed great restraint by not pushing them away or reacting physically. He expressed his discomfort verbally, and while the language wasn't ideal, the message needed to be loud and clear. Stop invading my space. I don't think Michael should be punished for protecting his personal boundaries, and I certainly don't think I should force him to apologize for defending himself. It's not like he screamed at them out of the blue. They ignored him repeatedly and disrespected his space. At 17, Michael's learning the importance of standing up for himself, and I'm not going to undermine that by punishing him for a justified outburst. So, am I wrong for not punishing my son and, if anything, supporting his decision to stand up for his boundaries?